Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm running late. I was on the phone with Brenda, and we got chatting. I told her I only have 30 minutes. I was giving her a buzz after her show. And I need to add everybody to the list. I got that done. I have to close my YouTube. I'm getting feedback from it. I'll have to use the chat in my StreamYard, so I'm going to have a little bit of a delay. Hi, Alban, Tony, Tammy. Add you all to my list. I hadn't talked with Brenda for a while. So I was just trying to touch base with her. She'd ask how I was doing, and she always knows when I'm not feeling good. And so I called her and said, "Yeah, I'm having a pancreatic attack right now." And it was strange because I wasn't channeling while she was reading, and I usually channel, so I'm a little off today. And hopefully, I've said my prayers and grounded and worked with my guides to get messages in, because I don't read the cards like red or white. I don't have to memorize that way. I read intuitively by the images on my cards. So we'll see how they come out today. My guys are going, "I'm going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Go with the flow." But just that forewarning, my energies are really low. I've been sleeping a lot. I did get that new medication to stop that itching that from all the surgery and all the healing I'm doing. And it's working wonderful, but it makes me really tired, which is nice because I don't sleep through the night. Usually I wake up every couple of hours. I've always done that. And I'm sleeping like 6 hours at a pop now, very soundly. So I'm getting a lot of rest. And I get that temperance card for a reason, that self-care. I need to take care of myself, and I'm not overtax myself because I am doing a lot of healing from all the surgeries I've been through. But other than that, I always have chronic pancreatitis. I had 6 weeks off from it, and then it flared up really. I'm having a pretty good flare up right now. So I'm having a lot of abdominal cramps on my right side, and it wraps around and burns. So I may be a little bit out of breath at times because it pushes up against my abdomen swells, and it pushes up against my diaphragm and makes me a little short of breath. But I'm doing pretty good. So, anyways, I didn't even get a chance to shuffle my cards today. We are going to read postcards today because I love the postcards. They give us great messages. Brenda's going to be in the background. She's cooking dinner, and she's like me. She multitasks and listens to programs. And I told her, "Yeah, I'm the other person that loves the iron." If you're watching her show, I don't know what it is about ironing. It's calming. Most people hate that task, but I do actually like the iron. It's relaxing. Neither my daughter or my sister can iron. I think it's just their excuse to get me to do it for them. Anyways, I'm going to do a reading for the collective. I've been getting a lot of messaging. If you were on yesterday, you heard me talking about food shortages and the food stamp issue, and that's a national concern. My guides are telling me everybody's worried about it. If you're on SNAP or not, it's impacting all of us. It impacts us at the check stand. It impacts us, people we love and know in general. And my guides are just always putting out there that now is the time to watch canned goods sales, because it's the time of year when all the canned goods sales go on. So Watch your local supermarkets. I have Winco in my area. Um, it is a chain store, but the one thing I like about Winco is they buy local produce and things like that. Um, Even though they're a corporate type store, they profit share with their employees. If you didn't know that, so you'll see people that have worked with them for years because you're vested into your employment, because you get shares of that business by working there. I think it's a wonderful setup for businesses to do that, is to share profit share with their employees, because one, you're going to not put up with somebody shoplifting and stealing from the store and stuff like that, because that impacts your pocketbook, because you're vested into that company, and it creates a loyalty with the employer, which is great. Plus, they have good benefit packets for their employees, medical and all that. So, there's real bonuses to that. So that's why I like shopping there. But they're having really good canned food prices. And like I said, I went shopping. Last time I went shopping, they had canned tomatoes on for 58 cents a can. They usually run about $1.19 here for a can of diced stewed tomatoes. And I cook a lot of Italian dishes and Mexican. I cook. And I cook across the board in different cuisines. And so I use a lot of stewed tomatoes and stuff like that when I cook, along with fresh ones. But that's a great deal. So, I bought a couple of cases of those because I just go through them. So, and at 58 cents a can, you can't beat that price. But this week they had creamed corn, and green beans, both the French cut and the regular cut. I like the French cut because I like the texture of them when they cook that way. And I don't eat a lot of canned food, but when I do, green beans is one I grew up on. We canned them all the time, so we always had green beans with every meal, it seemed like. So that is one canned vegetable I do eat periodically. And it's one of those foods that if I'm hungry but I don't really want to eat calories, I open a can of green beans. They're filling, they satisfy the hunger, and they don't have any calories. They're one of those free food, that zero food. So anyways, and I was talking to some of the people standing around me in the grocery store because, I don't know a stranger. And I was talking to the gal, and she was buying things. I said, people are really worried right now about food shortages. I said, I always restock and rotate my cabinets. So when they ask for donations for food pantries and whatever, I rotate my canned goods and donate my excess canned goods. And I pull the old stuff forward, and it's still good. Canned goods are usually good for 2 to 3 years, depending on the product. And I donate it. And because I always have excess, and then I restock this time of year when they have all the canned goods on sale. And that's one way to give at a low cost. And I do that with beans. I always have stocks of beans and rice and things like that. So, Trend Zone, I owe you a reading. I got your donation. You came right at the end of my program last week. So I will do your reading first. Add you to my list. And I was going, I hope he didn't go to Jamaica. I thought you'd get a kick out of that because they just got hit by that big hurricane. And you were talking about it, you'd love to go to Jamaica. And I keep on telling you, you need to take that vacation. Now it's not the time to visit Jamaica. But it sounds like a wonderful trip. But I figured if I said, I was worried. I hope you didn't go to Jamaica. Ha, ha, ha. But I knew you didn't. Okay. For the collective, we're going to do a 5-card draw. Let's see what the energy of the collective is right now today. How we're feeling, how we're moving. And then we're all worried about the direction which our government is going. The underlying card of the reading is the High Priestess. That's us being in our faith, knowing that yes, times are difficult right now, We're all worried about what's going on. We're all going to try to pitch in and help those around us as best we can. And, you know, have faith that we are going to get through this period of time. They did announce that they are going to release SNAP benefits. I wouldn't hold my breath on how long that's going to take, considering Trump's response was, well, how are we supposed to go about doing that to the court? Well, why don't you talk to Congress? Because they're the power of the purse, and they're the ones that are going to be able to tell you exactly what you need to do to have that money properly released. It's a stupid concept, if you ask me. Just playing dumb to play dumb. My personal opinion. The following card, the underlying card of the reading is the Queen of Cups. That's our connection with spirit guides. It's our emotional connection on how we're feeling right now, that energy we're feeling. We're all feeling the impact of this, even if we're not being hit personally with it. We are feeling that impact. And that's because we're intuitive. We care. We're sympathetic. We're empathetic. And it's hard. We've all struggled at some point in our life. We've been there. We've walked 1,000 miles in everybody's shoes. And we know what it's like to struggle in all that. So that comes at. But we're also the King of Pentacles. We have that King of Pentacles energy. This is us helping out, us empowering ourselves financially to help with those that have less than us, to contribute to our fellow humanitarians, you know, to be humane and out there and help anybody that needs help as best we can. And we're getting the Nine of Swords also. We're having sleepless nights about this because we're worrying. Let's have faith. Let's put our energy into faith and positive thinking and moving forward. And what can we do to help others at this period of time and not worry about the direction our government's going in? That's going to resolve itself in time. Trust me on that. We will get some resolution. It's going to come sooner than later. I keep on seeing Trump having some serious heart problems in the next. I hate to put a timetable, but I'm feeling like it's going to be a month to 2 months. He's going to end up having a heart attack, needing heart surgery, having complications, and having to step down because he's not capable of serving his seat. I do not see him dying. And I've heard a lot of readers say, he's going to die, he's going to die. No, I don't see him dying. I think that comes from, that would just resolve our problems. But, you know, it's gonna be messy. It's going to be complicated. Just because he steps away from office doesn't mean instantly it's going to fix. It's not. We still got to deal with Vance stepping up and taking the seat. I don't see him being there more than a few months. I was talking to Brenda about this. I'm thinking he'll be seated. They're going to file impeachment papers pretty quickly on him. He doesn't have the backing of the GOP. People don't trust him. He doesn't have rapport. He's a follower. He's not a leader. He flip-flops on his ideas, his concepts. He's going to go rogue against the Heritage Foundation. He's going to make it appear like he's more caring than Trump, that he's trying to fix it. It's an illusion. It's just an illusion. But I don't see him going past February, March, if he does take this seat. He may not even get to the point where he names a VP to succeed him. Don't know. I guess I heard on a broadcast that they're trying to push a Vance Rubio ticket. Now, 2 followers being leaders, I just don't see that getting any momentum within the Republican Party. You've got 2 very weak people trying to move into big power positions. Don't see it happening. Well, going into the reading, though, we get the 5 of Wands. That's that inner conflict. That's inner conflict within the nation of how people are feeling about what the administration's doing to our nation, to the people of our nation. And a lot of it's coming from the red states. his supporters, his voters. He's hitting the poorest of the poor, and the reddest states in our nation are in the poorest states in our nation. So these are impacting a lot of families with health care issues, with food resources, that live in areas where they rely on these services because they're also making very low wages. A lot of those states pay federal minimum wage as the starting point of wages, rather than like California, where our state minimum wage is $15 an hour, and even McDonald's pays higher than $15 an hour. They don't have those opportunities in places like Alabama, Mississippi, places like that. And their states don't have the resources to pick up any of the pieces behind them. Those are also states that get hit with natural disasters, floods, hurricanes, etc. So, and we're going to have some major weather events coming up this year. So this is the nation feeling very uncomfortable, especially those red states. And they're in conflict right now with their decisions, who they voted for, the administration, the direction that that's going. What everybody wants is, we want balance. We want good energy. We want the 10 of Pentacles. We want the happy family, the financial stability in our nation, people to be employed and not have to worry about job security and things like that. And right now, this government is not leading our nation on a positive realm. We have the highest unemployment right now that we've had in years. We've got food issues. We have immigration issues. I mean, it's just one thing after another after another. And the priority in the administration is building a ballroom, because, that's really important. Redecorating bathrooms and building a ballroom, because what a waste of money, right? And tearing down a national monument to do it, all for his ego. Remember, right in the center of the reading, though, we are the Ace of Cups. We are functioning from our hearts, from our compassion, from that high energy, that connection with our spirits, our spirituality. And we need to keep in that positive energy. Continue to function from your heart with that love energy, that light energy, and put that out there in the universe, rather than the worry and the negative and all that. We don't want to feed that negative energy, because we lower the vibrations of all of us, everybody around us, by feeding that negative energy. We have to look for positive things. What positive things can we contribute? We may not all have a lot of money to contribute. I mean, we're all struggling right now. We're all in the same boat. But we can do what we can do to contribute to those around us. Even the little things count. Okay. Then it is followed by the Empress. We're open to new ideas. We want to give birth to new ideas. We want to see a rebirth of our nation. It is coming. Trust me. We will get this turned around. It is going to take some time. And I agree with a lot of readers. We're going to do a lot of suffering before we get this turned around and we start seeing the positive rebounding from it. But it will happen. You have to have faith that we will get our nation turned back around and moving in the right direction again. Put it out in fruition. We've all got that wish upon the star. Remember, when you put it out there, our prayers will be answered. Things will come forward in a positive light. So we just have to trust in the energy as we're moving forward right now. Like I said, don't put your energy on the negative. Put your energy on the positive. Keep your mindset positive, and that will help us move in a positive direction. That's my best piece of advice. I'm going to pull a fourth card from the Spirit on this topic for the collective energy. If I can get one to come out. The topic is, you are not alone. That's interesting. That's not one we say very often. It says, dearest you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security. But you can. There's a lot to celebrate in life. But first, you need to let go of the attachments to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught up in the endless loop of wanting this or that so that you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender to the attachment. Empty yourself so that you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will lift you and peace will come. Trust that something better waits. That something new will open up and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, you are really looking for, what you're really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power and the peace and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so, so much. Isn't that amazing how this card just resonates with the whole reading? I love that. I love these cards. You can see why I love these cards. They just ring with the readings. Okay. So, Trend Zone, I am going to give you a full Celtic today because you come in late. I've missed your reading yet last week, and it's going to make it up for you. Oh, I worried a little bit about you because I was in Brenda's room and I didn't see you pop in, and I thought, well, maybe you're taking a nap and you just missed the program. Because I know you do that. It's your weekend. Sunday is a day of rest and relaxation. Blessings to you. Let's see what's going on in this period of time for you. Oh, I always love your cards too. You always get the best of the best. And of course, loaded with pentacles. Always loaded with pentacles. The underlying card of the reading is the Star. That's you putting your energy out of fruition, setting your request for your dreams and making that wish upon a star. Trust me, Spirit listens to your dreams, your prayers, your wishes, and they do fulfill them. It's not in our time period, it is in Spirit's time, but they do come true. You have Justice card. You're looking for that balance in life. We're all looking for that beautiful balance in life. And, balance is going to come. You have the Hermit. This is your guides, lighting your path, leading your way. It's that stairway of heaven card, as I always say. They're lighting your path, going up the stairs. It's an ascension. It's moving forward into that great loving energy of your spirituality, your guides, taking direction from this. You have the Four of Cups, lots of opportunities coming your way. Take the time to look at all opportunities as they pose themselves, because you never know what's hidden in that fourth cup, that fourth option. Follow your heart as you're making decisions, as you're moving through this period of time. Your heart will lead you in the right direction, as you well know. Right in the center of the reading, and I love this, you get the Ten of Cups, the abundance, happy family, abundance. You're writing that rainbow of abundance. You bring a lot of abundance into your life and those around you, and you're not afraid to share your abundance with others. And that's what brings you so much success. It is crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. Of course, this is your ability to plant that seed, and it takes fruit, and it allows it. The Pentacles allows them to flourish for you. That's why we always tease you and call you Mr. Midas Touch. Is because you have that ability to create and manifest financial stability around you. Above you, you have the Ten of Wands. This is that fire energy, you taking action, you not settling for things that are not serving you. You will happily walk away from things that aren't serving you. You'll pack up your bags and move to a higher ground, to a better purpose. And by doing that, you're constantly shifting into a more positive light as you're moving through the passage of time. And that's what allows you to have success. You know the success as you come into this reading. Success isn't done all alone. You work in conjunction with others around you, with the Three of Pentacles. That you know it takes more than one person to be successful. You work with those around you in conjunction. You help other people out, and they help you out. You network, and you use that knowledge and that energy to move forward. And of course, you that Seven of Swords, which is the underlying card. The underlying card says you take that warrior action. You don't sit around waiting for things to happen. You face them straight on, full charge ahead. You stand up and climb that higher mountain and stand above any conflicts that may be posed in front of you. You don't take the guff. You don't take the BS from people. You stand in your beliefs, and you stand in your strength as a warrior as you're moving through life, this lifetime. And you do that with gusto. You do it with pride, and you do it with wonderful energy. You are the driver of your own chariot. Of course, you're a chariot driver in life. You have control of the direction in which you go. And you go full charge ahead. You direct yourself in that positive energy. You're always seeking out truth, justice, and balance in your life. And you achieve that. The energy around you is that Hierophant. That's your connection to your higher power, your guide, your spirituality, your belief. Okay. The other stairway of heaven card. One is a guiding you up the stairway. This one is telling you it's lit for you. Just follow the stairs to success. And this is always around you. You're always in that spiritual intuition. You know what you need to do, how to achieve it, and how to manifest it. And so spirit is always there. You do have an occasional inner conflict, trying to make a decision of, should I do this? Should I do that? We all do it. You're human. Remember, we're all human. We always have inner conflict. So, but when it comes to taking action, this is a false fight. This is just an inner fight of which direction you're going to choose, what's going to be best for you. And you always make that right choice. Trust in the choices you make. You're being guided through those. So continue to move that, because you are on your life path. The spirit is telling you, you have the wheel of fortune. You're on that upward swing. You're walking the path in which you've meant to walk. And you're doing good and succeeding as you go through this with the world card. Of course, standing on top of all those pentacles in the world is you've got control of the situation, and you are on the path that you're supposed to be on as you walk forward. This gives you that Queen of Pentacle energy. This is that nurturing energy, that ability to take care of your finances, people that you love and care about, people around. That brings you security. And that brings you warmth and love and that connection with your spirituality again. You're a very spiritual person. You're very connected with what direction you need to go and how you need to put your energy out there in the universe to create good all around you and for people that like you. So I love your cards. I always love reading for you, Twin Zone. You always have absolutely fabulous cards. And I hope that resonates with you. So blessings to you, and thank you for coming in early today so I could get your reading right off the bat. I worry about you sometimes when you don't show up, because it's not like you're not showing up. So, but I know you know, we all need rest and relaxation and to take care of ourselves. So, yeah. Check in the chat room and see if anybody else has come in for today. So, Dean is working on lessons plans. It says lesson plan Sunday. I don't even think he's in the room right now, because I know he had a lot going on. Next up is Tammy Bambi. Hi, Tammy. Nice to see you in the room. Oh, excuse me. Of course, I'm using my lights here today. That's what my guides told me. Oh, and I need to pull turns on a card really quick before I postcard from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit has to say for turns on. It's this one. Okay. It says, with love. It says, dearest you, did you know when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen. There is a freedom in this kind of radical concept. Let go of your unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not as how you would like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy. You act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. Don't try to force change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide to stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and open doors to the real opportunities awaiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free. Loving you so much, always and forever. I don't see you as one that sits around locked into a decision and not giving to allowing things, but it's letting me know that, yeah, be open to change. So I always see you always driving your own chariot, and it's not that you set unrealistic goals. You allow things to flow to you. Okay, so Tammy. Double nines here. I get the 9 of Cups, abundance coming your way, coming into the reading. You have abundance. This is reflective of, it's an emotional card, so it's the 9 of Cups. It's the abundance of family, of love, of joy, people around you coming together in conjunction with each other. And it's a beautiful thing as you're moving through this period of time. We need that family camaraderie, that abundance in our life with loved ones and people we care about around us. You have that King of Cups energy, and send my love to your father. Happy birthday. And I think he is your King of Cups today. It feels like your father's energy. He's that loving father. He, Cups, more emotion. He loves you. He adores you. He adores his entire family. And he's so glad that everybody's around him to celebrate his life and his longevity. So blessings to you and your family. This is that nurturing father, that caretaker, that one that keeps that family emotionally bound together in love and that beautiful energy. You do have the 9 of Swords coming up in your reading. You're having some sleepless nights. It's that worrying about tomorrow. Don't put a lot of energy into that worry. That you have that warrior energy. Things are going to be okay. You're going to work in conjunction with people, family, the church, people around you to help motivate people helping each other. I got that in yesterday's reading. I very strongly remember yesterday's reading because of that you were told to work with your families, your friends, your loved ones, getting together and celebrating with those people that you care about and love, working together to keep the whole family connected. If anybody's struggling with food issues, with financial insecurities, as a family, as a unit within your faith, your church, you can pull together that energy and everybody's going to come out good. So trust that energy and don't put a lot of negative worry on that. Trust that you're going to move into that wonderful energy The crows are the messengers. They're giving you this message and telling you to celebrate life, celebrate loved ones, and work together with others around you. So the underlying card of the reading is the Seven of Pentacles. You plant the seeds and you watch them grow, and you'll have a wonderful, beautiful harvest. And this is going to bring you financial security and opportunity as well. You also have the Four of Wands. By taking the action, this is telling me you have a great foundation. You're working with family, loved ones, and you're celebrating together in that great foundation as you move forward as a family unit to see each other through. You're rising above the situations. You're working together with others. So you're running up that hill as that warrior energy, climbing above people that may be trying to push you down, but you're not allowing that. You're going to stand your ground. You're going to move above it and rise above in that warrior energy. Things happen in a positive way. Because what this is going to create is this is going to create that balance with the Two of Pentacles in your life. That balance and happiness and family and with those around you. So I love these cards for you, Tammy. Blessings to you. Oh, and the final card, I told me to flip that up. It is that Eight of Pentacles. You are in a new cycle. So you're in the beginning of a new cycle as you move through this energy into a very positive light, bringing love, joy, and that beautiful energy as you're moving through this period of time. You've got this, Tammy. So blessings to you. And let me pull you a postcard. Here. Okay. And the theme of this card is you are not alone. Okay. Dearest you, there are times you get lost, but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Sometimes something feels familiar, but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it is best to throw that away. That map you're using, which only leads you to a negative base on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the patterns that show up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have an unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by a super bright light. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits. Loving you so, so much. I like that card. What a beautiful message. Okay, moving forward, we have Tammy. Tony. I'm gonna pop in and see if anybody else is coming to the room. Oh, I'm so glad you had fun. That is so important when family gets together to enjoy each other's company and have a blast. Okay, Tony, you're up. Let's see what direction the cards are taking us today. And then you have a lot going on in business. Let's see if we get something on the personal side. The business side is still working its way through fruition. Trust in that process. Great cards here. Always have to worry a little bit, don't you, Tony? The underlying card is you feel like you're experiencing a tarot moment. No, that's temporary. You've got this really strong foundation. Things just feel like they're really unstable right now with everything going on in this world. And I know you're living right on top of DC, so you're feeling a lot of that energy because you're so close to the politics of it all. Trust in the process. We are going to get through this. We have the Emperor. This is you taking power and control of your destiny, which you have been doing right along. Trust in that energy, the work you do, and how you move forward. You're in control of your life, your family, your home, and everything that goes on around you. So just embrace that empowerment, and trust that you are being guided through this process, because it's followed by that Hermit. He is lighting your path. You are walking in that destiny of ascension. So just trust in the process. It is coming through. And of course, it's followed by that Hierophant. Wonderful cards. This is that light, the light at the end of the tunnel. And you are going to see completion of what you have set in motion. You are going to see it, that it is coming. The light is lit now. You can see it at the end of the tunnel, and you are ascending to that beautiful energy. You are that Queen of Pentacles. Your stability, your trust, you have faith, you have wonderful intuition, you're financially secure, and you're going to bring in more financial security. So, like I said, trust in that process. I get, coming into the reading, we get the Seven of Wands. You're in that high connection with spirits, your guides. You're rising above any conflict that's around you, and rising and tapping into your higher power, into that beautiful energy, your knowledge. The wands represent action, knowledge. You're moving forward. You're not just sitting waiting for things to happen around you. You have put those actions in motion, and you're trusting in the process now. Trust in that, because right in the center of the reading, we get that Nine of Pentacles. That abundance, that financial security is coming your way. It's coming in stronger and stronger. Every time we read, I said something personal is still tied to that job, that proposal, things coming forward. It's all personal for you, because it's part of who you are. It's part of your energy. You're still worrying about it. Quit worrying. You've got the Five of Swords. That's your warrior energy. That's wanting that not trusting the process. Get out of that energy mode. See the positive. Focus on the positive energy. You're that warrior. You put yourself out there. You're feeling vulnerable, but you're being taken under full consideration of your proposal, your thoughts, the actions you've taken, and the strength and knowledge and the time that you put into the energy to take those steps forward. So trust in that process. I'm going to throw clarifiers on that just to warm your heart of that worry. Options are coming. You get the Two of Wands. You'll be offered different options coming forward. So it's going to be up to you to follow your heart and which direction you want to take this. Everything is a decision coming forward. They're going to make offers. You get justice. You're going to find that justice. What you put out there is that balance of helping balance the organization and the workplace, and you're getting recognized for that. So trust in the balance coming forward. I love these twos. The balance is also a representative of a two. And of course, the Two of Swords, the messenger, he's telling you those options are coming forward. Weigh them under full consideration of which direction you want to go. And like I always say, follow your heart. Your heart will lead you in the right direction. So 222, love those power numbers. Let's go to numerology really quick on that. I should know this one by heart. This is one I look up all the time. Two, balance, harmony, and faith. in the journey of life, representing the harmonious alignment of your mind, body, and spirit. It is often interpreted as a sign to trust that you are on the right path, maintain faith, and have patience with your intuition and thoughts for harmonizing the universe. So see, you are totally on the right path. Your numerology is showing it. Let's see what the postcard from Spirit have to say. And the topic is with love. It says, dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right places, and the right opportunities and the right time just show up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before that miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you and you will never run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, and when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is in our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be the mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. If you only knew how much you were loved, sigh. I love that card, Tony. Trust in the process. I keep telling you that. Trust in the process. It is coming to fruition. Give it time. Because we want everything to be instantaneous. Wouldn't that be wonderful if we could just wish it and boom, it appeared. I was worried about struggling reading. I said my prayers and energy just comes when it's supposed to. Because this is my gift to you. I'm just a conduit. So, next up. It's Alban. Alban, how are you doing? Okay. For the Hierophant cards coming up in everybody's reading today. We're all moving in that wonderful power, that energy of the light, of ascending into the light, trusting in our faith in God, our spirituality. We are being guided and trust in that energy because we are going in the right direction. Like I said, focus on the positive movement forward, upward, into the light, in that positive energy, and stay out of that dwelling of the negative energy. Right now, you're manifesting out your wishes, your dreams, you're putting out there. You get the star card. What happens when you wish upon the star? Spirit hears you and your wishes are fulfilled. Remember, we're working in their time frame, not in ours. So be patient. They will answer your prayers. They hear every prayer we put out there, and they will answer it in times. And sometimes the prayers are answered differently than we are expecting them. So watch for the signs of change coming in. Your prayers will be answered, although they may be reflected in a very different light than you were expecting to see them. Trust in the process. You are that Queen of Cups. You're connected with your higher power, with your guides, with your spirituality. with God, with the divine, that beautiful energy. Stay connected with that energy. Trust in it. Have faith as you're moving forward. You get the Queen of Cups. This is that emotional queen, that nurturing queen, the one that brings stability into your life, your family, and your spirituality. So stay in that positive energy. It allows you to be successful. It's a very emotional card, and it's very nurturing card. So bathe yourself in that beautiful energy, that light of nurturing and love, and trust in your faith, and things are going to be moving forward. Spirit is with you, guiding you. The underlying card of the reading is the Page of Swords. This is you standing in your truth, your knowledge, keeping yourself educated, using ideas to move forward. You're holding the balloons, the light bulb balloons, and the textbook, that studying, that keeping yourself educated, allowing yourself to move in an upward mobility with the balloons floating you up and into the heavens to achieve, to ascend. So trusting that beautiful energy with that big, that's that warrior energy, that not putting up with guff, believing in your truth and standing in that truth as you know it. You have the sun shining on you. So, best card in the deck. When the sun is shining on you, you know you're on the right path. You're moving forward. So, I love this reading. And you get the Page of Pentacles. That page is telling you you're going to have financial security. It will come in. It's not going to be fast moving, but it will be there. When you're worried about money, don't. Things will come as they need it. You have that ability for your needs to be met as you need it. You're not going to go under, so don't put energy into worrying about that type of situation, because you get the Victory card, and that is success. That is winning, and you're going to celebrate as you move through this period of time, because you're nothing but strength. So pull in that fire energy, that strength energy, that lioness energy, that knowing that you have the power to move in a very positive way. I love the cards the way they're reading today. The energy is just absolutely beautiful. It's reminding us all to have faith in the direction in which we're going. We are moving in a positive light. Regardless of what is happening in politics around us today, we are going to come through this, and we are going to come through this in strength and opportunity, and into a positive direction. So we need to keep our energy in the positive light, and keep supporting each other and those around us, and those loved ones around us. It's going to allow us to move in that beautiful direction in which we want our world to function in. And our spirit guides are around us, leading us in the correct direction to achieve our goals. Your postcard from Spirit is with love, and it says, dearest you, a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds. Let flexible seaweed survive powerful ocean swells. The highest now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender to your fixed ideas to Spirit, who know what is in your highest good, and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or beginning to sure. Okay, let me start that line over. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be rather looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing, staying aware and curious and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may be push you in a direction you are not map. That's not on your map. Let it in. Sorry, I'm getting tongue twisted here. Be so flexible that no storms can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world's in an abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty of what is yours. We love you so much. I love these cards. This is why I reshuffled and I'm redoing from beginning to end on this stuff with you. I'm going to put back to see if anybody else has came into the room. And is it Maurice? I've got you on the list now. Okay. Well, blessing to you all, man. Nice to see you back in the room. It's been a few weeks since you've been in, so it's really nice. And Maurice Solentine, like, I had to break it up. It's long. I'm dyslexic, so it's hard for me to read the names. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to the readings. I think you're new to the channel too. So if you enjoy your reading, like, subscribe, and hit the thumbs up button. It helps the algorithms. Everybody. Trying to rebuild my channel after being on a couple years sabbatical. Losing over 50% of my viewers over time. And I don't mind having a small viewership because it allows me to read for everybody on each reading without having thousands of people. I don't know how other readers do that when they have 50,000 people tuning in. That's got to be difficult. Okay, for you. You have change coming up in your life. Let me draw 5 for you because you're a new viewer. Boy, you got some really positive cards. God, your underlying cards are reading all in themselves. Okay. I'm going to start with the underlying cards because they had me just drop down a lot of them. First, we're moving in the energy. This is the underlying cards that are supporting the reading coming forward. Is that Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a messenger card. This is a messenger card telling you need to take action. You need to step forward and move in that energy. Move in it swiftly. Action is needed by you to participate in the next cycle of your life. Part of that action is you manifesting your dreams, your hope, your wishes, your dreams with the 7 of Cups. Put it out there in the universe, what you want to come towards you in a positive way. When you're manifesting, always keep your list in the positive light of spirit. Don't say, I don't want, I don't need, I don't want to see, always positive. So phrase everything in the positive light. I want to attract to me money. I want to attract to me success. Whatever it is in detail, make that list. Make sure you read through it. Make it very positive. Strike out anything that's written in the negative and put it into the positive light before you send it out there in the universe. Your prayers will be answered in Spirit's time, not in our time. You get the 2 of Cups. You're not in this alone. You're working in partnership with others. This could be a spouse, a business partner, a loved one. But you are not doing this alone. You're working with others and conjoining your energy, that emotional energy, to fulfill and bring abundance into your life. And that's a beautiful energy to be in. You're also looking at the 6 of Cups. is memorabilia. You're looking at your past and watching the path that you walked through to get where you are today. It's always good to take time to recognize and be grateful for your successes and acknowledge your own personal successes as you take this journey through life. If you don't give yourself self-acknowledgement, how do you know where you started and where you end? And the fact that you're moving in a very positive way, that yes, you've had roadblocks. We've all had roadblocks in our life that we've stumbled through and we learned lessons from. You need to acknowledge those and put the gratitude out there in the universe, thanking you for allowing you to learn those lessons and being able to move forward in success. Because the part of the memorabilia is recognizing the success that you made on this journey. And it's very important. You are walking on your life path right now. This is telling me you're moving in the right direction. The path that you've taken, you've been following your guides, your instructions, you're succeeding in where you're supposed to. So it's a beautiful energy. It's wonderful to know and have that acknowledgement from spirit that you're moving in the correct direction. You are fulfilling the path, the lessons that you've set out to learn in this lifetime and to present and work with others in. You're being successful as you move through this period of time. What this is bringing you, it's bringing you the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is representation of financial security, happy family, being able to pull together that beautiful energy and provide for you and your loved ones and those around you. It brings happiness into your life and financial security. You do this with the Four of Wands. That Four of Wands is a foundational card. Anytime you see fours, it's how you build your foundation and how you use that energy to move forward. And of course, wands are action cards. They're using creativity. They're taking action. They're moving forward. You have a great foundation. It means you're creative, you're educated. You don't do everything blindly. You do things in knowledge. You've taken the time to learn those lessons, to get that education, and to use your creative energy to bring forth that positive energy that sets a beautiful foundation in your life. This also brings you abundance with that Nine of Pentacles. This is financial security. You've got the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles, so you are having a lot of financial success in life, and it's going to continue. You know, there it is for the picking. So money comes in when you need it. It's there and available to you. You create that beautiful energy around you. And of course, you have the eight of Pentacles. This is telling me that you have planted those seeds for yourself. They have taken root. And yes, the universe is giving you that yes card. Abundance is there and available to you. You just need to allow that seed to grow and to flourish, and it will give you financial strength as you move forward in life. And of course, you get the Knight of Wands. That's that action night. That's taking action, not leaving things till tomorrow. That's seeing opportunities, taking action, charging forward with it. You do this with knowledge, with creativity, with that fire energy that allows you to move headstrong forward to fighting for what's right and what you want to achieve. So I love this energy coming in the underlying cards, supporting the actions you take within your reading. We come into this reading telling you that you have been looking around you, assessing how things are going. We get the 10 of Wands, again, action. And what you're doing is you're walking away from things that are no longer serving you. You're taking that action. You're using your creativity. You assess things around you. It's like that nostalgia card. You've given yourself credit. You look at your past. You look at where you're going. What's not serving you is time to walk away from. So pack your bags and move on and move in a creative, positive direction by taking action and moving into a positive direction, leaving everything. You're walking away with the 8 of Cups. This is emotional for you. This is people that are connected with you, have been important in your life. But if they're no longer serving you, it's time to sever those ties and to walk away. As you walk away, you're moving into light. You're moving. It's allowing you to ascend into a much more positive way of life and into that light. We get the 2 of Wands. Opportunities coming your way. You've got that education. You have that strength. You have that creativity. Now opportunities are going to present themselves. You need to take action on the opportunities that present themselves. And as I always say, when opportunities present themselves, weigh all your options, take into consideration the pros and cons of everything you do before you make a decision. Then follow your heart. You'll know in your heart which direction you need to go, which opportunity is going to be best suited for you at this period of time. You manifest these things coming towards you. You have that magician. You put that your wishes, your dreams, your hopes out into the universe, and you're manifesting as a magician what you want to achieve in life. And these manifestations are presenting themselves back to you during this period of time. So trust in that energy. And you are that warrior. You take the 7 of swords. That 7 of swords is you standing in your truth. You're fighting for what you believe in, what you like. You're running uphill, and you're not letting people below you that may be obstacles you don't allow them in your way. You rise above that. You have the ability to take action and stand your ground, not take the BS from people, and know what's right for you. This is that warrior energy that you move forward in a very positive way, and it's serving you really well. These cards are telling me you are just right now. The sun's shining on you. You're on your destiny path. Just keep moving in that direction because spirit is behind you and they're supporting you all the way. So trust that energy as it's moving forward. And let me pull you a postcard from spirit. Let's see what they have to say. And it says, be fearless is the category. And it says, dearest you, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times when you might find yourself overgiving. New might be a good time to check in and to see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous than being the giver or the healer or the rescuer. In the art of living, sometimes overlooks an importance. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook the importance and skills of receiving gracefully with gratitude without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability. You're bringing to an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people. Maybe you do not need a this for that. In your exchange with others, you are doing good in the world, and let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up an old story that has you convinced that you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your well be filled. We all love you so, so much. And I am one of those persons that tend to be a giver and not a receiver. It is hard for me to reach my hand out and say, yes, I need help. I'm having difficulty. Please help me. Please support me. I'm so used to doing for others that, yeah, sometimes it leaves you feeling like I never expect a tick for tat. I don't put conditions on when I'm being generous to other people. I am a firm believer is when you give to others, it comes back to you tenfold. So we can receive without having to feel like we're receiving a charity. That's just part of abundance coming in your life. You give, you take. It's an exchange of beautiful energy. And it's okay to be on the receiving end, as hard as it can be to receive help from others, or even to ask when you do need help from others. It's a beautiful thing to receive. So be open to that in your life. It's very important. And I know everybody's going through difficulties right now, so we all have to be there. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody in the room. Has everybody had a reading? Did I miss anybody that is still in the room? Please speak up now and let me know. I love doing my Sunday readings. I love my spirit. My postcards from spirits, they are set moving. And like I always tell everybody, if these cards resonate to you, then you were meant to hear that message too. These are not messages for only one person. They're messages for the whole entire group. And there's so many lessons to learn along this path. We need to stay in that really positive energy, that positive light right now. Say a prayer, say a blessing. Please send me a prayer for healing through my pancreatitis. I would appreciate it. It's extremely painful. And anybody that does Reiki out there, oh, I would give you gratitude and blessings if you want to send a little my way. I do want to pull a postcard for Brenda. I know she's listening to the background because she is busy making dinner. Cook. She's like me. She loves to cook. And this one's for you, Brenda. It is in the category of Hope Floats. I like that movie. It's a cute movie, too. It says, Dearest you, oh my, things are stirred up and changes upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when you're faced with uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get smothered in the abundance of fear. Rather, the spirit of it, or even because of it, step into the unknown now. Let go of the branch that you're clinging to and let spirit take the wheels and help you steer your way to the highest good with the choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There is a load of miracles shipped your way. Remember that philosopher Joseph Campbell said, take one step towards your goals and they will take 10 towards you. We're all doing the same destiny. Cha-cha. On your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. I love you, Brenda, and you're such a dear friend. Those of you that are new to the room, do check out Brenda's Tarot. She reads with Anne, who is in the UK. Brenda's in Canada. They're absolutely phenomenal readers. They do personal readings on Sundays at 11 o'clock Pacific time to 2 o'clock Eastern time. I'm sorry, I have to count it out. She is in Eastern Canada. They're a beautiful reader, beautiful teams, and very, very honored to have Brenda as a fellow reader and a really close friend of mine. So if you haven't checked Brenda out, check Brenda Tarot out. She was already on, but she also does sunside readings for every sign and a lot of Pisces, because a lot of us readers are water signs and Pisces, and so she does a special reading for the Pisces. We're both Pisces, so we have a lot of that water energy. We're very spiritual people and very connected with spirit, and she's just a beautiful all around person. I do personal readings. If you want a personal reading with me, you can contact me through guidelight333@gmail.com. And I don't charge a lot for readings. I will work with you on the price of readings if you feel like you can afford it. I do it from the pleasure of my heart more than to be financially secure. So my prices are very reasonable. And if you can't afford a lump sum payment, I can work with you on that too. So if you are interested in readings, you can contact me. Also, Brenda is a reader. She also does Reiki, and she's a phenomenal Reiki worker. Just go to Brenda Tarot's, I think it's brendatarot.com. I don't know, go into her channel, and you can link into her page and look at her rates and her chart. She's very reasonably priced for her services. And so she's absolutely phenomenal Reiki. She does Reiki for me. And she does absolutely phenomenal work. So that's my plug for Brenda. And that's why I was late today, is I was talking to Brenda on the phone because we hadn't touched base in a few days, and she knew I wasn't feeling well today. she had picked up on the energy, and I picked up on it when she asked how I was doing when she was reading earlier. That's why she read. So, hello, Dean in the background. I hope you're listening. Dean is my partner in crime. He reads with me usually on Saturdays. He is a school teacher, and he's working on lesson plans today. So this is his working Sunday. Teachers only get 1 day off a week, technically. You know, they put a lot of hours in after class working. It's part of the job requirements. But anyways, blessings to Dean out there. I'm sending my love to you, Dean. I will talk to you later. I'm sure you're listening in the background and you're working on those lesson plans. I want everybody to have a wonderful week coming forward and have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. If you haven't changed your clock backs, don't forget to do that before you're late for work tomorrow. We are falling back an hour here in the United States. I believe Canada just went back. I don't know why we aren't moving all at the same time across the world, but we don't. We do it at different time schedules. I wish they would just stop daylight savings time and keep us in the summer hours. It works better for everybody when they don't mess with the time. It throws my energy off. I don't know about the rest of you, but it really throws my energy off when they do. But anyways, I want everybody to have a wonderful week ahead. And I will see you next Saturday at 2 p.m. Of course, I'm doing my Sunday programs at 1:30, about an hour after Brenda and Ann finish up their show. So if you're in her program and sometimes they get really, really busy and don't have time to read everybody, always come over. I will pick up the readings from there. And I work with Brenda too when Ann isn't available. We work in conjunction with each other. So anyways, everybody have a wonderful day. I really enjoyed all the readings I did today with everybody, and thank you for coming in and supporting the channel. And I will see you next week. Blessings to everybody. Computer slide.